What's up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Claude Decides 10 sequels that are better than the original, and I will see if I agree. Before we get into that, this is the Casual Horror Fan channel. My name is Dan. We upload 3 times a week, so if you want to see more of this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get to it. They start things off with Evil Dead 2. I hate this movie, and I don't like well, that's not true. I like the 2013 movie. I think it's awesome. And that's not entirely true because I think the first one is okay. I think it's pretty good. I think it's watchable. It's not Phantasm. No, Evil Dead 2 is not better than Evil Dead. Next is Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's. This is kind of a hot take because Night of the Living Dead is such an iconic film. I'm not a zombie guy. I've watched it. I've watched both of them, or however many there are. I don't. I guess you could say it's better, but like I don't think it's significantly better. Next is Aliens. So I could not disagree more with this choice. It's borderline offensive. Claude obviously has a higher IQ than me. It can't figure out that Aliens is nowhere near. Oh, it's also not a horror movie. So it shouldn't be. If we're ranking horror films that are better than the original, well, it's not because it's not a horror film. And in terms of just movies, it's nowhere near as good as the first one. It's not even close. It's an obnoxious 80s action flick. Okay, cool. If you're into that, I'm into Alien, which is creepy and dark and brooding and cosmically scary. Next is actually pissing me off more. It's Exorcist 3. Okay, no, because Exorcist is probably a top 5 horror movie of all time. So Exorcist 3 is most certainly not better than the original. It's just an insane take. Next, they have Ouija Origin of Evil. So a lot of people like this one. I didn't even see the first one, although like I like possession and creepy stuff like that because I, I'm a man of faith and I believe these things, so it does have an impact on me. Um, it seemed like such a cheesy cash grab, and then when the reviews came out, it was terrible, and I was like, am I really gonna watch Ouija Origin of Evil when I haven't watched the first one? Eh. Next, they have Bride of Frankenstein. I've never seen Bride of Frankenstein, but that's 1935. They have Final Destination 2. I don't like any of the Final Destination movies. I'm pretty sure Final Destination 2 is better because I don't like any of them. It could certainly be better. I couldn't recall. But yeah, I mean, I don't care one way or the other. Next, they have 28 Weeks Later. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. They have a lot more budget. The first one was like a super low budget film. As you guys I'm sure know, there's that film where they're crossing there's a film where they're crossing the bridge in England, and I think it's in London proper. It's like this famous bridge, and they just waited. Like I guess they filmed at a time where there was like no traffic, which is insane. I love to hear that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a crazy take, but I don't know if I necessarily agree. Next, they have Annabelle Creation. I kind of agree. This was really scary. I sort of like a bunch of the Annabelle films, though. I don't know. Maybe that's my own kind of weird thing. I think a lot of them are actually really good. Next, they have Friday the 13th Part 2. I actually disagree. None of these movies are good, but I think Friday the 13th is better than Friday the 13th Part 2 because I think the reveal is kind of cool. Even though again, you can critique that reveal because they give you nothing. It's just sort of like, oh, actually, it was this lady all along who you didn't suspect. But it's not like she was in the film, right? I mean, sorry, there's nothing to lead us to believe that it was her doing it, right? Um, uh, but I think that does make it a bit more engaging. You also have Kevin Bacon. I think you have another really famous actor in there as well. But I'll always take a young Kevin Bacon. Now, me personally, I'm of the opinion that there are very few, if any, uh, horror sequels that are better than the original. Even films like Godfather 1, Godfather 2. No, Godfather 1 is way better than Godfather 2. Godfather 2 is awesome, but Godfather 1 is phenomenal and it's better. Aliens, obviously. Terminator 2. No, Terminator is way better, although Terminator 2 is awesome. Um, so Other ones people talk about is Doctor Sleep. I've heard that one a lot, and I think, look, I liked Doctor Sleep. I think they did a great job. I do have an issue or two with The Shining. In particular, I think they should have made Jack a little bit more sympathetic, but I kind of go back and forth on that. I still think it's a masterpiece versus a good movie. Doctor Sleep is good, and it has things about it that are more compelling than The Shining, or more entertaining than The Shining. The Shining is just chef's kiss. I think you can make a case for Creep too. I like Creep. I like even like the tapes, the lost tapes. Me and my buddy binged those like not too long ago, and they were fantastic. Um, I Okay. Here's one that I will say for sure: Smile too. And it's kind of a BS pick because like it's not I mean, it's a sequel in that it has the same name and it has a two after, and it's the same concept. But it's not like we're really building on anything. We kind of are, but not really. But I just think it was way better. I think Smile 2 was fantastic, which is interesting because I went to Smile being like, yeah, okay, this is gonna suck. Oh wow, that's great. And I Smile 2, I'm like, well, surely this is going to suck, right? They got a rare find with Smile, but surely Smile 2 is going to suck. And no, Smile 2 was freaking awesome. So that might be my only pick where I would say it's definitively better. And it's not like I'm married to just liking the first film better. I just think it's almost impossible to create a sequel that's better than the original.